ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so. You Judge Judy, stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best linebackers in the league, also a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's Bobby Wagner going up against Brandon Marshall. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The play clock's running down. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side, Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there. able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Wilson now to throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeldon, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now he's flushed out left. Fighting through. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. A strong running. His throw incomplete. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Now McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over. Excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. One receiver left, three to the right. On third down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Yeldon, the lone running back. Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 21. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with one back and three tight ends. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments would the offense make to try to defeat you?
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, Rawls. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. 6-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll make it 13-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the midfield. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Oh, look at the juke. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Wilson toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. They find some open field here. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's got it up and through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come out here in the eye. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on second down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And get the closing stages of the first half. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
No. Check. Patrick on now. Green 39. Green 39. Check. Over. Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's got time. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. And the wideout in motion. Wentz now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Wentz to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd down and 12. offense on third down. Finding time. Dancing to his left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he whips that one incomplete there. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a cutback, right sideline. And some room to roam now. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Barney. Now let's go. Green. Gone. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
And he motions the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Check, Patriot. Check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. And welcome back. We are in Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Yeldon, the lone running back. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On first down, Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green 39.
Again, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Detroit!
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it did. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
I think that's a big-time play, right? Because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.